Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Patriot Nation TV. I'm your host, Tim Davis, your New Age Patriot with the 1776 attitude. One man, one opinion. Trying to connect the dots and make sense of it all. Make sense in a sense of society where common sense doesn't matter anymore. It is Thursday, May 27th, 2021. And I'm going to get right to it. Trump was right. President Donald J. Trump was right. And what do I mean by Trump was right? I'm going to say this. President Donald J. Trump was right when he said globalism, liberalism, socialism, and fake media are the enemy of a free people, whether it's domestically or abroad. And so with this show, I'm going to make the case against unfettered globalization, aka the New World Order. Excuse me. Also, I will share a previous video I did a few months ago. It was probably like my fourth or fifth video. I was new at it. Why Trump is hated. I'll share it up in my left-hand corner at the end of this video. And check it out. It kind of connects the dots, a lot more dots, to this video I'm doing today and that video. Also, if you get a chance, look into George H.W. Bush and his speech that he gave on September 11th, 1991, 10 years before 9/11, when he openly admitted to the world in front of a whole joint session of Congress and the world his plan, their plan of a new world order. So with that being said, let me start off by saying this. If you have never researched the true meaning, the truth behind it all, the United Nations, the Trilateral Commission, the Council of Foreign Relations, the Bilderberg Group, the Club of Rome, the Royal Institute of International Affairs, then you have absolutely no idea what is actually going on in the world and who is orchestrating it. If you don't know who George Soros is, Saul Alinsky, and so on, if you are not prepared to defend liberty, be prepared to accept something else. So, at this point in my life, your life, what's going on in 2021, what we witnessed in 2020 and previous years and decades, I've come to the realization and accepted that I'm not going to, you're not going to wake anybody up anymore. I'm still going to do my videos. We are basically at the end game. There are things that are about to start happening everywhere that's going to freak the crap out of a lot of people if we don't wake up. I think it's a little too late, but we'll see. We need to back away from trying to wake them up. I'm backing away from waking you up. The sheep are comfortably asleep. They are where they want to be. Unfortunate, it is when the crap hits the fan, they're going to look around like this and say to themselves, why didn't somebody say something? I'm saying it now. People have said it before me. And all they did was call us conspiracy theorists, tinfoil hats. But make no mistake, when the crap hits the fan, they're going to look around and say, why didn't somebody say something? And that's just a fact. So as I dive deeper into this little broadcast, let me say this. Remember, folks, one man, one opinion. Just remember this. 1% controls the world. There is approximately 7 billion people in this world. 330 million in America alone. But 1% controls the world. 4% are sellout puppets. Our politicians, world politicians, CDC, world, WHO, the WHO, UN. They make up 4%. And they are sellout puppets. 90% of the population are asleep. And that leaves us with 5%. 5% know and are trying to wake up the 90%. And this is where the problem starts. The 1% don't want the 5% waking up the 90%. So that's why they label us conspiracy theorists, rebel rousers, militia, whatever derogatory name they want to come up with. Me, as one man, one opinion, I say decentralize everything. Decentralize everything. And that's why I'm saying Trump was right. Trump gave speeches to the UN. He gave speeches to the American people. He tweeted it. Whether you like Trump or not, it's irrelevant. But Trump put America first. Trump knows what's going on. So, Trump, President Donald J. Trump, may have hurt your feelings with truth. But, and it's a big but, you got to remember, Biden is hurting your family, your finances, and your freedom. Along with the Democratic Party, the liberal buffoons, the New World Order, and the globalists. I don't know about you, but me, I sure could go with a mean tweet right now and $1.79 gas right now. I could use it. $3.05 now for gas. So I have no problem with the mean tweets and the $1.79 gas as opposed to $3.05 and liberal buffoonery, the bamboozlement of your minds. So this is going to bring me to my little rant about globalization and the tyranny that it brings. Globalization. Sorry about that, folks. Globalization. What is it? What political freedom will be left to the ordinary man on the street when all government and all powers is centralized in global bodies? There are many ways in which freedoms that we have taken granted are being taken away from us. One of the most egregious is the way in which the rise of globalism has led to the ongoing erosion of national sovereignty. Ask yourself, does this matter? Are nations really necessary in an increasingly globalized economy? I don't know. Have they had their day? Should they be allowed to go away? Should they be allowed to go the way of the dinosaurs and become extinct? Me, one man, one opinion. I would answer such a question by drawing an analogy with the importance of law, natural law, and so on and so on. The book I read, or it was actually a play because I read a lot. As a matter of fact, I'm reading now Daniel and the Revelations. That's what I'm reading right now. It's a nice, good book, just to refresh my mind, keep me going, keep me on point. So, getting back to the importance of law and natural law, as defended by Thomas More in Robert Bolt's play. It was a play, A Man of All Seasons. It's kind of good play. I never seen the play, but I read the script of it. Because I read a lot. I'm boring. So, gotta ask yourself this. Gotta ask yourself, what has any of this to do with the existence of nations and their political sovereignty? The point is that nations serve the same function as laws. If we do away with all laws, we will not have freedom or liberty, as the anarchists believe, but tyranny. In absence of law, the strong devour the weak. Similarly, if we do away with all nations or erode their sovereign right to self-determination, we will not have an international community of world citizens, as the globalists believe, or say they believe, but a globalist tyranny in which the most powerful corporations, financial institutions, political empires have free reign of tyranny, where the lawless roam free. What sort of political freedom will be left to the ordinary man, the ordinary citizen? What sort of political freedom will be left to the ordinary man on the street when all government and all power is centralized in global bodies? What voice will we have? Who will hear it? So let me go by changing Thomas More's words a little bit. When the last national government is down and the devil, aka Big Brother, turns around on you, where will you hide? The nations all being flat. This world's planted thick in nations from east to west. And if you cut them down, you really think you could stand upright in the winds that would blow them? I don't know. The global corporations and global financial institutions want a level playing field without irritating obstacles. Patriots. Individualism. They want a level playing field without irritating obstacles that nations present to them with their irritating laws, the Bill of Rights. It's in their interest that national sovereignty should be eroded. This is why globalists support tyrannical empires, such as the European Union, which erode the sovereignty of their member states. We see it. It's much easier for the globalist to deal with relatively few multinational empires than to deal with a multitude of individual nations. The nations have to be sacrificed at the altar of Mammon, so that Mammon can have its will. Small nations must be crushed. Small nations must be crushed, like Libya, Syria, and so on and so on. They must be crushed and so must the small people living in them who cherish their local freedom and culture. Their culture. I always reference George Orwell. I'm a big fan of George Orwell. And I always reference him, whether it's Animal Farm or 1984. But I'm going to reference him again. Actually, you know what? I'll even post a video I did a few weeks ago, about a month ago, up in my right-hand corner. Check out the left-hand corner, Why Trumps Hate It. My right-hand corner, George Orwell's 1984, or Brave New World by Huxley. Why not both? Both videos connect the dots to what I'm doing right now. So, in George Orwell's 1984, the world has been divided into three monstrous empires. And the three empires are Oceania, Eurasia, and East Asia. Each is a tyranny in which nations have ceased to exist, and the individual has been reduced to a powerless and alienated figure, bereft of all freedom, stripped of all liberty. This is the fate that awaits us all of us. This is the fate that awaits us all. It's happening fast. It's approaching. This is a fate that awaits us all if we allow the globalists to destroy national freedom in the name of globalization. That's just a fact. And this is why I say decentralize everything. Decentralize everything. You know, there's really nothing else I can really say about it other than I'm not going to try to wake anybody up anymore, Facebook, whatever. We are basically at the end of the game. There are things that are about to start happening everywhere. And people are going to freak out. They're going to freak the crap out of people. So, I'm going to end this little broadcast, this little rant I have. And I'm going to say it once again. Whether you're a fan of Trump or not, it doesn't really matter. But one thing, the man was right. He loves America. He wanted to put America first. I agree with that message. I always agree with that message. So again, for all you liberals out there whose feelings are hurt and need a safe space, time out, go in your corner. Trump, President Donald J. Trump, may have hurt your feelings with tweets, but Joe Biden, the New World Order, and the liberals and globalist and socialist, democratic socialist, is hurting your family. They are hurting your finances, and they are hurting your freedom and your liberties. So that's my little message for tonight. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Please hit like, hit subscribe if you're new to the show. If you've been following me, leave a comment, and so on and so on. So I guess I'm going to sign out. It's a Memorial weekend coming up. I'm going to do a couple I was supposed to do a live video last night. Forgive me, people, I fell asleep. It was a rough yesterday, rough week at work and other things, so I kind of fell asleep early. So I'm sorry if I disappoint you by not doing a live broadcast, but I'm going to get to it. And I'll do a few things tomorrow, next day, leading up to Memorial Day and what it really stands for. And I'm definitely going to do a live broadcast soon. So, again, I'm going to tune out. So, as usual, I'm going to say God bless you, God bless America. I'll talk to you guys soon. Please hit like and subscribe. Thank you. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.